Welcome to The Actor's Choice, where the actors and actresses have a chance to talk about themselves and their careers. Join us now for the next hour as we explore the marvelous industry of acting by actors and actresses from today's exciting show business world. And now, direct from Hollywood, here's your host, Ron Brewington.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ron Brewington, and welcome to The Actor's Choice. Roll it, Tony.
What up, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, my first guest today is a gentleman I've known for several years. He is indeed a very talented storyteller. He has dozens of plays and other scripts under his belt, with many more coming. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome scriptwriter, author, poet, Vincent Terrell Durham. Durham, look at that background. Ladies and gentlemen, would you look at that background? That guy is too much. I just saw it just a few minutes ago. Didn't know it was coming. Beautiful. Thank you, sir.
The great Ron Brewington. I got to come correct.
Oh, my God.
I got to come correct for you, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, and welcome to The Actor's Choice. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, I want to thank this gentleman for jumping in after the last minute. We had a scheduled guest, and at the last minute, she had a conflict, couldn't make it. I mean, these things happen all the time in this business, but I call upon this young man, and thank you, sir, for being there when we called upon you. Thank you. Okay. With all that work thank you, sir. Okay. With all the work you've done, where does one start? Well, you did a play that you wrote called it's called The Fertile River. When did you first write that play, sir?
You tested my memory. You know what? I think, this is the second play that I ever wrote in my life. And I think I wrote that. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I wrote that play in 2013.
Woo.
And I remember that now because I wrote that play and then quit my 9-to-5 job.
Interesting. Why did you write it?
You know what? I had seen a segment. The play is about eugenics in North Carolina, a sterilization program. But, I had seen that on TV and I had never heard about eugenics, forced sterilization in North Carolina. And I just started imagining, what does that look like? How do people go to your house and say, we want to do these things to you? So, yeah, I was kind of forced to write the play. These people started talking to me.
Wow, I'm glad they talked to you. Folks, if you've never, ever seen this play and it's in your city, please go and see it. Now, I've seen it a couple of times. It's real. It's emotional. It's timely. Can we show a picture of that picture we want to have in the next one, the slide there, Tony? They're the fellas. There they are, the good guys.
That's my brother, Elton.
Yes.
Elton Patton.
Yes. Yeah. The gentleman on the right is the executive producer, and the gentleman on the left is you know who.
Yeah, shout out to Elton. He was really, actually, I was trying to get someone to do this play for the longest time. I sent him an email. I said, listen, brother, I need help. I said, I'm not used to asking for help, but I need help. And he came through. He did his thing. And he's done so much for the Fertile River. I can't even begin to tell you. He's a champion. He's a champion, a mentor, and a brother.
Thank you. Good to hear that. Good to hear that. Now, I understand you have an upcoming showing of the Fertile River. Where's it going to be at? The Great Plains Theater Conference?
Exactly. And still with the pandemic, this is going to be online. So if you just Google Great Plains Theater Conference, there should be some information on how you can watch it. It's May 29th. I believe it's 9 a.m. Pacific time. So you should be able to find that information.
Would you please say that link again, one more again, please?
Yes. Just go to Great Plains Theater Conference, and you should be able to find it. GPTC.com, I believe.
Okay, well, tell them that Durham and Brewington said, please go see it, okay?
Yes.
All right. Tony, roll it, Tony. Making that guy famous.
North Carolina, a dream deferred in 1958, and they sent us to the kitchen when company comes. We be Watts, conceptions and misconceptions, Harlem Renaissance movement, blues people, Negro music in white America. We are the soul of black folks. We are the sage of Anacostia. We are a genius child, busy with our oysters knife, doctory tumors cut by cane. We be black magic. We are North Carolina.
Vincent, thank you very much.
Ron, you are full of surprises. You are full of surprises.
Hey, look who I'm dealing with. Look who I'm dealing with.
That, I just want to say that is the very first showing of the Fertile River. The very first showing. The great Thelma Hopkins did me the favor, and she blessed me by playing the main character, Mama Cora. And I know you know Thelma Hopkins.
Oh, yes. Who don't? She goes to church with me.
Oh, amen. Oh, she is just the love of my life. And to have that experience, to be able to work with her, was a dream come true. Hey, Thelma Hopkins.
Hey. Now, Vincent, let's get a little background about you. Where you from, brother?
Ooh, Binghamton, New York, upstate New York.
All right.
It's about 3.5 hours from your hometown of Harlem.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I remember it. You know, when people say to me, Brewington, where you from? You know what I tell them?
What'd you say?
My mama. And yesterday was Mother's Day. God bless mothers all over the world. So you wanted to be a storyteller. So you honed your skills as a stand-up comic in comedy clubs all across the country.
All across the country. And I have to say, my favorite story about stand-up comedy happened in your birthplace in Harlem at the Apollo Theater. How do you think I did?
Them some mean folks in that Apollo Theater. Ooh.
Brother, they booed me like nobody's business. But I got to tell you, it was just a beautiful experience because I walked out on that stage and I know I felt James Brown, Gladys Knight, the Supremes. So it didn't matter to me that they booed me. It was just beautiful to be on that stage where so many of our giants have been before.
Gotcha.
But they booed me, Ron. They booed me.
And you rubbed the honorary tree there?
I did.
And was Steve, was he the man at that time?
No, actually, this was actually the original Apollo night, amateur night.
Okay.
So so it wasn't the Steve Harvey amateur night. They came for me.
No, they do. They spare nobody. Man, that's their reputation. To say they're rude is an understatement. Some cold brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Oh my God. Now, by the way, folks, the clip that we showed before we came on is one of this gentleman's plays. It's called Safe. Can you tell us about that play, sir?
That is a digital short that we did. It's on YouTube, the full production, and it was just something we wanted to do during the pandemic since we're all still locked in, and I just came up with this short story about two brothers talking and checking on each other, because they're locked away, and then we get to the point where maybe this pandemic is saving us from something that's even more dangerous out there, with the the unfortunate police shootings and just being a black man walking the streets. Maybe the pandemic is keeping us safe being inside. So that's what the story is about.
Okay. By the way, anytime, and this is going on record, ladies and gentlemen, please watch this. He always calls me TGRB, the great Ron Brewington. So I got one for him. I'm going to call him the Durham Touch. When he puts his hands on it, ladies and gentlemen, it turns to gold. Indeed.
I'll take
Vincent,
that.
remember your first play?
I remember my first play. I know you're not gonna bring that out.
Well, I just thought you'd like to tell us about it.
Okay, my first play is Draw Me Happy. I'm waiting for some footage to come out. That's why I'm a little nervous here. But my first play was Draw Me Happy, and usually writers write what they know first.
Right.
And growing up with my mother and her sisters, those are the people that I know.
Gotcha.
So I try to imagine what their life was like as teenagers. So that's what Draw Me Happy is about. It's like my mother and her sisters as teenagers and what was going on in their house on a particular day.
Well, you know what they say, break a leg. You broke a leg. How many plays have you done?
Wow. You know what? I have 4 full-length plays. And then I probably have at least 15, 16 short plays out there.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask you a question, sir. Some folks might not like it. Here's the deal. Without the writers, what would actors do?
Man, they wouldn't do nothing. You know,
I'm gonna get letters now.
no, but in seriousness, you know, like I love actors, so don't get me wrong.
Oh no,
No,
of course not. Yeah,
no, but it's a relationship, you know.
right. It is. Yes.
Without the written page, the actor doesn't have anything to do. And I have to also say, like, sitting in a room with great actors, it changes what I've written. You know, like when I'm working with an actor, they give me so much that I can go back and make the script better. So it's a nice relationship.
Got you. Well, you know what they say, you give them the baby and then you hand the baby over to the director producer.
Yes.
The script.
Yeah.
I know a lot of times I used to go to a lot of junkies, and I'd always ask the guys, television, film, whatever we were doing, when you handed over the baby to the persons, did they allow you to stay on set while it was going on, maybe modify your script? And if they did, how'd you feel about that?
You know, in theater world, they do, you know, and I always, like, if I'm invited into the room, I want to be in the room. I want to be in the back of the theater listening, because that's how the play grows. Now, in television, nah, they're going to kick me right out of there. Nah, no.
The Durham touch. Oh, God. You did a play called Polar Bears, Black Boys, and Prairie Fringed Orchids. Tell us about it, sir.
You know, this is my new baby. This is the play that this play is now. This play is about Black Lives Matter. This play is about gentrification. The play takes place again in your hometown of Harlem. You know, it's this is probably the best work that I've done. It's culmination of 7 years, 8 years of being a playwright.
Ooh.
So I'm really proud of this play.
Wow. And you had what you called it unexpected success. Is that what it is?
Man, you know, when you ask for a blessing and you get 25,000 blessings, yeah, that's what this was. A brother named Aldo Billingsley, he put together a Juneteenth presentation last June.
Okay.
And he got 60 theaters to do a virtual presentation of Polar Bears, Black Boys, and Prairie Fringed Orchids. Something that I never expected to happen. And
wow.
the play's just been taken off since then.
And won some awards too.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yes. Yeah.
Ooh.
I want some more. And
I understand that it showed this past March 15th in San Diego's Reps Black Voices 2021 play reading series. Is that true?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
That was great. I was with some great people. Dominique Morisseau, who wrote the Temptations musical on Broadway.
Yes.
You know, I had a play in a series where she had a play.
Gotcha.
You know, I'm like, what? Is this happening to me?
Durham, go to your room. Got to ask this question, sir. What impact has the pandemic been on your career?
You know, it's interesting. With theaters closing down and going online,
yes.
They've been looking for a lot of content.
Okay.
And it's easier to produce online. So, like, there's doors that I haven't been able to get through that have opened up for me now.
Okay.
So the pandemic has allowed a lot of theaters to come looking for my work and to put it on. Okay. So we need to play that forward, though. So when y'all open up y'all doors, you know, bring me in and put us on stage.
Indeed.
But yeah, the pandemic has knocked down a lot of doors for me.
Yes. Now, as you might have heard, with the weather, with everything changing, they might reopen Broadway around June or July.
My schedule's free, Broadway.
What you looking forward to in this year? What's good for you for this year?
You know, I got a couple of projects that I'm working on.
Yes.
I want to get into television so bad. So there's a couple of projects that I'm working on as far as television goes. ABC, give me a call. HBO, that Netflix, you know. Yeah. So yeah, it's just I'm looking forward to continuing to grow my career, Mr. Brewington.
All right. Okay. You got another hit. This one is called Masking Our Blackness.
Some great people there. Some great actors right there.
Yes.
TGRV.
Okay. Tell us about
Masking Our Blackness is another great thing that happened during the pandemic. It was selected for the Samuel French Off-Broadway Festival.
Okay.
We couldn't do it. because of the pandemic. So we did it online, and I was one of 6 plays that won. And as a result of that, this is my first published play. So
First published play. How's that feel?
Hey, man, the first person I called was my mama. That's how good it felt.
Oh, tell us about it. My goodness. Now, folks, please, my man Vincent here, he's going to be cool about this, but we are going to tell you, last August, his short play, Making Our Blackness, was one of 6 winning plays in the Samuel French 45th annual not on, but off Broadway Short Play Festival. Tony, can you show us that slap? There he is. Look at him. upper right hand corner over there. Handsome young man. Suave and debonair. Okay, good enough. There's also, we got one more slide to show. Tony, can you show that? This is the crew. Look at him. Oh, they're looking good. G-O-O-D.
Yeah. Nick Few, Gerard Joseph, Angela K. Thomas, and Rachel Ferreira. Just spectacular actors. I can't even say enough about those people you're looking at right there.
With all the credit, with all the things that's going on for plays, and it's so much. It's like a dog. You got a lot of meat out there. It's a lot. You got some real good stuff out there. Once again, Vincent, I want to tell you that thank you so much for being here on the short notice. We wish you blessings and, of course, continued success.
Thank you, sir. And I have to say before we go, I love you, brother. I love you, man.
I love being loved by you, my brother. I love you. And ladies and gentlemen, Vincent Terrell Durham. God bless you.
So long. Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, sir. This is the Actor's Choice. I'm Ron Brewington. If you have a product, a service, let's see, a service or an upcoming event, we would like to see it advertised on this program. Please call us at area code 323-533-1036. That's 323-533-1036. Our prices are very affordable. Tony, roll it.
I think Velma's been dipping into the pill stash again.
Okay.
She said she saw a bunch of clowns.
Stay here.
Our next, in case you haven't already had a pleasure of meeting my next guest, she's here today, so they say. She's an actress, a comedian, loves to entertain, and she's a Texan. Ladies and gentlemen, please meet Jackie S. Garcia.
Hi, how are you? Can you see me?
Yes, we can hear you. We hear you loud and clear.
Okay, I don't see the. Oh, there it is. Okay, thank you.
Yes, there you go. There you go. Greetings, Jackie, and a most hearty welcome to the Actor's Choice.
Hi, how are you?
So, born in Texas, huh?
Yes.
What city?
Corpus Christi.
Can you get a little closer to your microphone?
Sure. Yeah, I was born in Corpus Christi, Texas.
Corpus Christi, Texas, and another city across the bay called Victoria, right?
Yes.
Okay. I had a pleasure of being in the Navy. I'm sorry?
Tamales.
Okay.
Still has Ventura's Tamales, so shout out to Ventura's Tamales.
Okay. How close to you are your microphone? Because we can hear you very lightly.
Oh, okay. If I go closer, maybe.
Okay, that's much better. If you can either move it and there you go. There we go. Okay. So, but you were raised in Upland, California, I understand.
Yes, the old IE.
Yeah, nice little city. You love to entertain. As I read your resume, I said, this lady loves being on stage, on television, on film. She loves anything. She loves to be there.
I like to party.
Hey, party. All right.
Karaoke.
Indeed. My dear, unfortunately, as you know, your Costa Rican mother, Christine Loa, she passed in 2010. May she rest in peace. May she rest in peace. Yes. But you made a promise to her that you would never, ever, ever give up the dream of becoming a Hollywood actress. Is that correct?
You're right. Yeah, I told her I would never give up. She paid for my SAG membership, which was due to join. I had gotten a show called VIP with Pamela Anderson. And so I was like, well, Mom, if I join, then I get to eat the better food and the catering. And that's really important.
Jackie, I hate to tell you, but we're having a little problem. Can you get either closer to it or to bring it or bring it closer to you? Can you
I
bring the
said
mic?
she promised to pay it if I never gave up my SAG
Okay.
due to join the membership.
Okay. But your first IMDb credit came in 2016 when you were the associate producer for the action adventure film Rise of the Empire. Can you tell us about it?
Well, it was just a fan film, but showed me a lot of like behind the scenes work to
Uh-huh.
see what it's like to make a movie, and it was pretty fun, but it didn't actually end up getting finished up. I don't know what happened with the
Gotcha.
but it's okay. I still learned a lot.
Right, that's it. You learned a lot. That's the key thing. You learn a lot. That's one of the beautiful things about it. And then you got your first IMDb credit as an actress in the short film Good Grief.
Yes, I know, that one was fun. I played the fake doctor that was at the mental hospital.
Yes.
So I'm one of the crazies, really, but instead I'm eating donuts and asking everybody all the questions, and then they think that I'm the doctor, and then the doctor comes in at the end.
Okay.
You can hear me again. I forget. I'm so sorry.
Yes, please. You don't happen to have a lavalier by any chance, do you?
What is it?
A lavalier you can attach to you? It's a microphone you can attach.
Yes, I brought a microphone. This will work better. Sorry I took so long to get here. I was late today. I don't know what's happening with my internet. Can you hear me better now?
A little bit better. A little bit better. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. You have the movie. It's called Grief. Well, let's roll a clip and see what it looks like.
Okay.
Welcome to this week's group therapy session. Let me introduce myself. I'm Fannie Mae. Fannie Mae. Oh, okay. Let's go around and introduce ourselves, shall we?
Yeah, Courtney.
What's your name?
By one of my friends.
Amanda.
That's how I met
What was
Martin.
that, sweetie? These are free sessions. Group therapy. So we're, all supposed to listen and be here for each other so we can.
Now, I bet that was a lot of fun with a name like that. Good grief. I guess that was a lot of fun. When you're out on the set, because again, different from the stage and everything, where do you like, besides the camera, obviously, what's another position on the set that you like to be at?
Okay, so if you're not at catering, you mean? If you're not at catering.
Okay, that's it. That's the answer. That's the answer. That's my answer. My favorite answer. Where the food?
Right, yes, that's the whole reason I wanted to join the union, because I didn't get to better food.
Yes. It's an experience every time you go out on the set. In fact, right. You have a choice of either on location out of the studio or in the studio. What's your favorite?
I would rather be on location.
Okay. Why's that? Why's that?
Well, it's just more fun, I think, to go different places than to just be in a warehouse that's dressed up like somewhere.
Okay. All right.
Right?
Okay. I understand from looking at IMDb, you did a little stint on a TV series called To Tell the Truth.
Right, with ABC. That one was my first speaking gig.
Yes.
And I had to play the part of a woman who was married 112 times to the same husband. And of course, I had just met the other actor that day. So it was really fun to meet Octavia Spencer and another comedian, Nikki.
Yeah.
And Anthony Anderson, obviously, and his mom. They're so sweet. They're really funny, too.
Got you. That's one, as you get into this business and you stay in this business, you're fairly new in this business, but you're moving. As I read your biography in IMDb, lady, you on a definite climb going there.
Remember, it
definitely.
took 20
Yes. Oh, they're coming to get us.
They're coming to get you?
Yeah, I just heard the ambulance go by my studio here.
No way. It was it's a confirmation. No,
Okay.
but I heard no for a long time. I heard no for 20 years.
Yeah.
So I made that promise and I kept it.
Good. Here's a question I have to ask. You're Latino. What's it like being a Latino or Latina in Hollywood?
Well, I mean, it's difficult, and it can be also a good thing, but because you're not the dark skin Latina, then you don't really fit a lot of the typical Hollywood stereotype of a Latina. You know, I'm Costa Rican, so they're just like, you're not Mexican. It's like, right, I'm not. It's different.
Right.
So now I say, yeah, I'm Mexican.
Right.
I was raised by a Mexican, and you know, he was my stepdad, and he was
Right.
raised in Tijuana, so that's pretty
Right.
Mexican.
I hate to say this, but I think people don't understand. They're a little ignorant about certain things. Recently, with all this outbreaks against the Asians, I didn't realize it, but there are 60 different types of Asians in the world.
Really? I didn't know
You know,
that.
you didn't know that, and it's like for the Latinos, the same thing applies. You're all over the world, but you know, they put you on this one bucket.
You're all Mexicans.
Yeah, right. You're all Mexicans. We all blacks. You know, that kind of stuff.
You're the sick person that's pregnant at 13. And you're the criminal, you're never the DA.
Got you.
No, that's not true. It's starting to change. Thank God. Like, it finally.
That's good.
Opening up
Very
now,
good.
So I shouldn't say that anymore.
Right. There is, and from what I've seen by working in business, there's a lot of competition for shows and plays and roles and whatnot in the Hispanic community.
No.
No?
There's no other actors. I'm the only one. I don't know what you're talking about right now. Can you rephrase the question, please?
Okay, let me rephrase the question.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. That's what it's all about, because people listening or watching would ask the same question. Yes, the idea is that people don't know and understand what there is out there. It's competition as an African American, competition for us. You know, I'd like to get a role and somebody else gets that role. I get mad. I can get mad. How come I didn't get that role? You know, and then of course you got to take the auditions, right?
Right.
How you like the audition?
I love them. It's always fun. But that's what I'm saying. I don't think that anybody else could be you. If you're the character that they're looking for, nobody else can be you.
Yes.
So, you know, I don't see it like competition as much. It's just, if you're the right person, it's your turn. Then
It's my favorite word, attitude. You got a great one, lady. You got a great one. My goodness. What kind of roles do you look for, Jackie?
The ones that are in the union. Thank you for hiring me, guys. I love the buffet of catering. I show up on time and I stay quiet all the time. You know, I'm lying. I'm Jackie. Talk fast, talk a lot.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. The year was 2019, and you scored a role in an action horror film. They call it 3 from Hell. Roll it, Tony.
Me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not.
The search for the fugitives known as the Devil's Rejects resulted in a violent clash with police. Chances for survival are less than 1,000,000 to 1.
There's no justice in this world. I am justice.
They're trying to blame us, but we didn't do it!
Free the 3!
Free the 3! Free the 3! Free the 3!
Okay, there it is. There it was. We're just showing a little clip of what you did on that film. 3 from Hell. You know, that's quite a name. Tony, can you put up that next photo that we have? It's the cast of that movie. Oh yeah, there they go. You can see all the members of the cast there. Yeah. And there you are on the left side, second row. There you bees. Yes. Got you. While all this is going on, you're still working as a comedian, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What's it like doing comedy?
It's really fun. I have my show coming up this Friday at a place in Cathedral City called the Emporium. So sorry, PG-13ers. The Emporium is a dispensary lounge.
Okay.
I will be there on stage with my buddy Zach Miller. He's a funny guy. But yeah, I keep doing comedy. I keep writing.
Okay.
Every day.
Where do you get your material from?
My life is a joke. Just kidding. No, but I mean, it really does write itself a lot of times.
Yes. That's a nice, because you get. Got you. I have an expression that I use. I call it the 3 E's: education, exposure, and experience. And that's what we all do. Everyone's got different experiences.
Right.
And when you tell, especially about your culture, those are some very interesting stories you can hear.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
my grandma wanted to be an entertainer, so she ran away from home when she was like 4, and she joined the parade. in Costa Rica.
Right.
And then she was up there throwing up the baton, you know, and not catching it, but she was just throwing it up, you know, and the tuba guy had to keep getting it. But I'm just saying, it's in my blood. We wanted to be in the parade, you know what I mean?
Right. Nothing. Now, here, as you look at it, here's my question. What do you like better, comedian or actress or both?
Sleeping. No, I'm just kidding. I love to be a comedian more. I love going on stage and having the live energy with the audience, and just having laughter over my pain is better than when I'm crying about it.
Yes.
But they say that's what causes comedy, right? Time plus pain equals comedy. So
yes. It's
eventually I have a lot of Corona jokes to make about the Rona.
Corona. What is Corona?
That's beer.
That's beer. Yes. I remember when Corona first came out, it was one of the most, a lot of people wanted to get that Corona. It was big stuff. Yeah. I understand that you have a new film. You just completed it. It's a scheduled release date of July 4th. That's a nice way to celebrate the 4th. As they say on the 4th. Here's a line for you. Here's a line for you. Have a 5th on the 4th.
No, really?
Yes. But the name of the movie is called Ass Clown Constipated. I didn't want to say that, y'all. I'm not going to say it no more. Boo, boo, boo. Please tell us about the film and your role.
Well, they said, we need a comedian actress that's fat. And I said, well, I'm pretty hot and 10
Whoa, slow up. Wait a minute. What do you mean fat? There's P-H-A-T and there's F-A-T. My dear, you are P-H-A-T.
They wanted a BBW, buddy. That's what they wanted. I told you I'm trending.
See, some people are just that.
Work again, even though it's a smaller project, I think it's really successful because it's got some funny writers, and I think it'll be fun. It's a cross between South Park and Jackass.
Yep.
So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Yes. As you look down the line, what kind of roles are you looking for?
Cinnamon.
Okay.
Cinnamon rolls. I don't know. I think that I would like to play more of like the official person instead of being the bad girl or the prostitute or the sick person or pregnant or whatever. But maybe, you know, have some cop role or something. I would like that. That'd be fun. Play a detective. Ooh.
Yes.
That'd be really cool.
Play a detective. Okay. All right. Ain't nothing wrong with having a lady detective. We got a lot. We got another one on here. What's her name? She's a hip hop person. I've got a brain freeze here. What's the young lady? She's a hip hop lady. Queen Latifah. She's playing a very good role. Yes.
I love her. Yeah, she's awesome.
Yes, good role. I love to watch her show on Sunday nights. Yes, definitely. Final question, madam. What's next for you?
Lunch. No, I'm just kidding. Right now, I am focusing on my comedy shows, so I just want to keep doing more live comedy while I can, and you know, soon get booked on another show or movie or whatever's next, and keep working once everything settles back down. And I mean, people are, so I feel like it can happen now. I've been auditioning, so hopefully I get a. Tell the casting directors, hire Jackie S. Garcia.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You.
I love it, though. It's really fun.
Okay. Well, I just want to thank you for being here today, Jackie. I want to thank Jerome Rowe Brooks, your manager, for letting us know and letting us have a piece, letting us have you have some peace and joy today with us, and wish you the best in your future career now. The best. Take care.
Thank you for having me on today. I really had a good time.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Jackie S. Garcia. This is the Actor's Choice. I'm your host, Ron Brewington. Roll it, Tony.
Hi, Ron. Can you hear me? You're in the wrong place, boy.
My next guest, ladies and gentlemen, is a longtime friend of mine. He and I have worked many projects together. I've watched this man get better and better and gooder in his crafts of acting, writing, cinematographer, and more. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my dear friend, Glenn Towery. Glenn, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, fine, Ron. I'm so glad to be here with you. Thank you for inviting me to your show.
My pleasure. Welcome to the Actor's Choice, and it's good to see you. You're a man of many talents, sir, both in film, television, and stage. Let's go back to 1977. Good year for R&B music, when you got your first IMDb credit for working on an action film called Grand Theft Auto.
That was an amazing project. I actually got a chance to work with Ron Howard as the director. And, you know, the thing about it was playing, it was just a big deal for me. It was a major motion picture. The only thing was, if you look for me in Grand Theft Auto, you won't find me. I wound up on the cutting room floor.
Oh,
but that happened,
paid.
you know, and it was a great experience. I will never forget it.
Right. As they say, you got paid, so that's all that counts.
That's right. I got that paycheck and it was nice.
And every time it plays, you get a little piece of the action.
I did get a little piece of the action, so that's good.
Indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go on, I just want folks to know that this gentleman was in the United States Navy during Vietnam. Can you tell us a moment about that?
Well, you know, I served, I'm a Vietnam combat veteran, and I do suffer with PTSD. In those days, being in the Navy was not easy being a Black man and in the Navy. And was even more difficult if you had a striker's patch, which I was a quartermaster, which in the Navy, that is a navigator. So, but I toughed it out. I made it through. I was medevaced out of Vietnam to the old Oakland Naval Hospital. And now I'm living a pretty good life. I mean, I am a 100% disabled, service-connected veteran, and that has been serving me well.
Well, my brother, again, from all of us, we would sincerely thank you for your service to our country. You know, I know what it's like to wear that uniform. People don't understand what it's all about.
Yeah, we were both in the same branch, weren't we? Ron?
Yeah, we was. Is there any other branch?
I tell you, the thing I really wanted when I wanted to be in the Navy, they had that commercial, join the Navy, see the world.
Right.
I wanted to get in that uniform. That's whites, baby. That's what I wanted to wear.
Right, because people don't understand. Every part of the uniform has something to do with the history of the Navy. The 13 buttons in the front, the collar in the back, the thing the tie that you wear around your neck. Each one had a significant purpose.
It does. And even if you're on a ship that gets sunk, it becomes even more significant.
Exactly. You know what he's talking about? We take a rope. Huh?
Those pants become a flotation device.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Glenn, you're multi-talented. You've done film tapes. I've said this many, many times, but your first stage role came in a comedy play called Pearly Victorious. I understand you performed to sold-out houses and garnered you the Best Actor Award.
It really did. And to me, that was the most amazing play because it had me doing something that I loved. And I didn't even know I loved comedy. But doing that play, and it's an Ossie Davis play, and Ossie Davis, if you haven't, in the audience hasn't seen Pearly Victorious, it takes place back in the South. And it's about a young man who is fighting for freedom, not only for himself, but for those that live with him, you know, in the South. And he's crazy, but he gets it done.
It's all right. It's all right. Yeah. My goodness. There's an organization that you got a part of, Inner City Cultural Center. Can you tell folks about that, please?
My life with Inner City Cultural Center, I think that's what really marked me as an artist, being there with so many stars, so many, not just stars, but just so many friends that I met there. It became an experience that has really marked my life. I mean, I will always belong to the Inner City Cultural Center family. And even though I haven't been in Los Angeles, I live in Texas now for a while. Whenever I go back, all of the members of Inner City Cultural Center, when I see them, it's just like we saw each other yesterday. And Inner City Cultural Center, C. Bernard Jackson, was just a fantastic, there's nothing that exists like that in the world today, I don't believe. but they did plays. They had 5 theaters, there's 6 theaters there, and there was always something happening at the Inner City Cultural Center. And many stars of stage and screen cut their teeth there, and are still famous today.
Indeed, indeed. The year was 2002. You got your first IMDb director credit, and you also played a role in a sci-fi film called The Frequency. Please tell us about that experience.
Well, The Frequency was a film that I wrote and produced myself. I was an undergraduate student going to Columbia College Hollywood, which I graduated there with a Bachelor's of Art degree as the first African-American valedictorian of that school. But making that film was a challenge. And the reason why I starred in it is because the person before me that was in my class, he cast a person to star in his film. He was doing a film also. And 3 weeks into the shoot, that person got cast in a movie and just walked away from his film. And it just ruined the whole thing for him. So I said, you know what? I'm not taking that chance. I'm casting myself because I know I will be there. So The Frequency has won many awards. It's still playing today. And if you get a chance to see it, it's one of the most unusual plots you may ever see. I defy people to guess what the film is really about, and I don't want to spoil it for you, but you can find it online.
Roll it, my friend. Roll it, Tony.
You can find it online.
He has come. It is done. It is done. Who you are. He has come.
Wow. Man, that was marvelous. Marvelous.
Thank you. I loved making that movie.
Indeed.
The way I wound up shooting that scene was I wanted the actresses to do another scene for me, and they wouldn't do it. And I was like, what? I said, they're not going to see that much. And they were like, no, we're not doing it. So I took away their bodies and floated their heads, which was
in front of the children. My goodness.
It was amazing. I thank them to this day. Thank you.
Thank you. A major event called the $1 Million March occurred in Washington, D.C., the nation's capital, on October 16th, 1995. You, me, and a whole lot of others were there. Yeah. But you took a camera, filmed it, edited it, did a few other things to it. Please tell us about that.
Well, a friend of mine by the name of Bashashi called me up one day. I didn't even know anything about the Million Man March. And she said, are you going? I said, going where? She said, to the Million Man March? I said, what? And she told me about it. And the minute she told me about it, I knew I had to go. So I had a special assignment at school, and I went to the school and I asked them if I could take one of their $100,000 cameras and go to Washington, D.C. and shoot it. And they said, nope. I don't know where you're going to get a camera. We'll give you a VHS tape camera to take. And the friend that worked at the center where they give out the equipment center gave me a number. And he said, call these people and tell them what you want to do. And I called them and they said, come on in. And they told me, they gave me a $100,000 beta cam for $75 insurance. I had to insure it, right? And I went and had the most amazing time at the Million Man March. It really changed me. I think it changed a lot of people. And so we shot as much as we could. I came back with more than 10 hours of footage from the Million Man March. And when we got back, we were changed forever. I remember I used to use the N-word a lot before going to the march. It was nothing to me. But then when I came back, this awareness happened to me. I felt such a sense of pride that I couldn't use it anymore. I stopped actually using the N-word. And not only that, I made a
PSA about it. Sure did.
Yeah.
I remember the guy who voiced this. Some guy I know.
Some guy you know. Yeah, you. So it was a life-altering event for me to see a sea of 1 million men, Black men, together in peace, standing for something. And do you know there was not one arrest during the Million Man March?
Not one.
Not one arrest.
Yes.
No trouble in it. We policed ourselves. It was so spiritual. And so I hope if you get a chance to see Long Live the Spirit of the Million Man March, that you get to feel the spiritual moments that we shared together as Black men in Washington, D.C.
We're running out of time here, but I just want to get one dig in here. You did a play one time in about 2011. You called it The One. Can you show that picture there, Tony? Look, that look familiar?
That does look familiar. So
you even changed your name at the time too, didn't you?
I changed my name to Dash Hadu.
Yes.
And I enjoyed doing that play. And I still perform that play. I performed it actually again in 2019 for the Ava Fest. Can I get in a plug for my
Please go for it.
Okay, so listen, people, I'm doing a film. I'm raising funds for a movie called Star Funk and the Astro Pioneers on Kickstarter starting May 15th, 2021. It's a film about funk music, about a funk band not from Earth, but from another galaxy, another planet, who come up to do battle with an armada, a fleet of about 1 million spacecraft that want to destroy planets with life on them. And they use funk music, baby. And so if you're into funk and you love space fantasy and science fiction, you're gonna love this movie. Come to Kickstarter and donate whatever you can so we can get this baby in the can.
Go ahead, Fred. You need to get into broadcasting. I'm sorry. That was good. That was damn good. That was good. Tony.
Well, I'm from the best.
Tony, roll that, please.
Hey, this is Cheryl Cooley, original guitarist of the R&B funk all-female band Climax, with the 80s hits Meeting in the Ladies' Room, I Miss You, and The Men All Pause. Please support filmmaker Glenn Towery, raising funds to promote the movie Star Funk and the Astro Pioneers. His crowdfunding campaign will be online at Kickstarter starting May 15, 2021. It's all or nothing. If he doesn't raise all the money, Kickstarter will send it all back. We can't let that happen. He is about to make the funkiest movie ever made in the world.
Outstanding, outstanding, excellent, excellent. We got just a few moments, but I just want to say there's some special people in your life, sir. Tony, can you please put that slide up? Yeah. Tell us who those people are, please.
Yeah, this is my son Cole. There's my wife right there in the middle, Juanita, and that's my son Keith on the other side. And I'm so blessed to have a family like that. I remember at one point in my life, I thought I would never have a family. And I am so blessed to have a family like the one I have now and friends like I have too.
Wow. God bless you.
I don't even think I would be here if it wasn't for my friends. My friends, when times got really rough, they were always there, keeping me engaged, keeping me involved, keeping me grounded. And so I just want to take the moment to say to my friends, and you all know who you are out there, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And I want to say to you, sir, thank you for knowing you, being a friend of yours. I learned a lot of stuff from you. You, Ian Fox, a whole lot of names I can throw out there right quick. We learned a lot. And I'm glad that we were able to have you here today. And best wishes to you and the family. Please give them my best.
Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys Kickstarter, May 15th. Let's do this. You're going to love to go to see this movie.
Thank you, Glenn. Ladies and gentlemen, Glenn Towery. Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank our sponsors. Thank you. I want to thank our sponsors, Harvey Brandman, Photography is an Art, Ron Irwin's Haiku, Style, Passion, Heart, Larry Buford's book To the Future, Time Travel, Message in a Capsule. State Farm agent Carla Green and veteran actor Rob Brownstein, Actor Training School and Actors Space. And much thanks to our guest today, scriptwriter, author Vincent Terrell Durham, actress, producer, comedian Jackie S. Garcia, and actor, producer, director, and on Glenn Towery. And of course, special thanks to our ever-growing worldwide audience. Be well. We will see you next time